easily. I was happy. I played her last year and I thought it was absolutely amazing, and tonight proved to be another amazing night. So I just reacted with happiness, basically. Yeah. I think it's bigger, and I think the crowd is more educated now this year than last year. It's like the scene is growing here as well. So for me, it seems like a good evolution for me. So yeah, kudos to Prague. It's fantastic. Well, basically, this is something I do every time because I basically love this music and I love the people and see their reaction. But sometimes you have to kickstart the crowd. You have to show them that, okay, this is amazing. Just get up and dance, because easy tonight because everybody was already into it. I mean, I didn't have to do much before to get the people up and jumping. So basically, this is something I always do, but tonight with the reaction from the crowd, absolutely amazing. Describe it. Yeah, well, let's put it like this. It's basically something I wanted to tease people with a melody and just show them that, nah, let's have a big drop instead. So basically, when I made this track, I wanted them to have like a cool melody, easygoing, more happy than I'm used to, and then just turn back into darkness, basically. So that's also why it's called No Saint Out of Me. So it's for me, this single is very important. It's also going to come a vocal version soon with Natalie Paris, who is from Croatia. She's an amazing vocalist. So I can't wait for that to be released. That's going to be a part of my album, so that's going to be fun. Right now it's scheduled for mid-July, so hopefully without any bumps in the road, it will be out that time. It's a bit difficult to make tracks nowadays, obviously, because of all the touring. So I basically have to make an album in 4 or 5 weeks. So it's going to be a bit difficult, but right now I'm already good on my way. I think half of the album is already done, and I'm looking forward to releasing this one. Oh, it's top secret so far. Well, No Saint Out of Me obviously is on the album. It's the first single from the album, but the rest of the tracks, Well, basically, I've always I had basically the advantage of not being influenced by anybody else. I basically just started making tracks and from scratch. Now, obviously, you're going to hear a lot more music. There's a lot more music in the scene, a lot more producers. But I think the best thing is stay true to yourself. Do whatever you want. I mean, don't be stopped by anybody. Don't let people tell you what to do. Just go for it. Learn as much as possible. Basically, be a geek. If you're a geek, a music geek, you have a good chance of doing it, yeah. I think it's because I basically grew up in a rock environment because of my brother and my father as well. My father was a vocalist, my brother was a drummer. So I just ended up in rock like when I was young. And I always thought that the crisp, clear sound of an acoustic guitar or an L guitar is something really special. It's always what makes a good track. So sometimes it's just cool to combine the two, like, you know, with all the electronic elements and just put some acoustic stuff in there. It makes it more human, if you know what I mean. So I love it.
Interesting. I'm still thinking about it.
Yeah. No, it's just like in a very electronical world, in a very like technological world. Sometimes it's good to just go back to your roots and do something with more guitars, maybe even acoustic drums. And I mean, people used vocals as the beginning of EDM, but now you basically use whatever you want. I know, for example, Heatbeat is now using an accordion in their new Tango track. It's fantastic to hear, and I just think it's awesome. I mean, the sky is the limit. Do whatever you want. But basically, I think this question goes for every genre. It doesn't matter if it's electronic music or even if it's pop. Every music evolves. And of course it's going to. It's always going to, because people will get bored eventually. And especially the guys who makes the music. If I was supposed to make the music I did 2 or 3 years ago, again today, why would I? I already done it. So basically, I think it's you can't call anything pure trance. There's no such thing as pure trance, because when trance was made, there were so many different stuff out there which sounded so completely different. So how can you you can't say what's real trance? Some of the progressive house tracks today, I think, is more trance than a lot of the trance tracks that get released today. So for me, music is always going to evolve. That's all I'm going to say. Music in general is always going to evolve, and that goes for trance as well. never hold too much the old to your heart. The coolest part is when you actually renew yourself. I mean, you're always going to change. A person is always going to change, hopefully. So why not do the same with music? And also to the fans in Czech, it seems to me like it's getting bigger and bigger every year. So thank you so much for the support. It's fantastic to see. I have no words to describe it. Thank you.